Welcome back, guys. This is a new surprise for you guys on Budget Builds. Our producer and our filmer and editor, everything, just got a new car. It's a 2012 Volkswagen Passat, and it's got the big V6 in it. It's a direct injected, so we got a little treat for you guys today. We're going to do a intake cleaning on this because the direct injection, you can get a lot of carbon buildup. So it's good to do a intake cleaning to keep the carbon buildup from getting out of hand. So that's what we're going to show you this week, and let's get to it. So we're going to be using this seafoam spray. It's a top engine cleaner, and all you do is you run it into the intake of the vehicle and spray it as you're revving up the RPMs. And what it's going to do is it's going to go through the intake, run through the engine, and stick onto that carbon and hopefully melt it. So really all you're going to need is this seafoam spray, a set of pliers to get into the intake system, and that's really all the tools you need to do this process. Depending on the vehicle, you might have a few panels you have to take off to get to this intake. You're going to want to run this after the mass airflow sensor because it can do damage to it, and we'll show you how to install it. So we're gonna wire this in just kind of like that, hook in the spray nozzle, set it aside for a second, and like I said, we're going to be wanting to get in after the mass airflow sensor. So let's move this clamp back, pop this off like that. You just need it popped off a little bit, and you feed this into the intake, and then you kind of close it back up like that so it's sealed off. So next we're gonna have Jackson get into the vehicle and start it up and rev it from about 2,000 to 3,000 RPMs, every once in a while giving it a little gas to get it to 4. And then we're gonna spray this into the engine and just kind of monitor how the engine reacts on how much to spray, and so let's go ahead and have Jackson start it up. It's gonna run a little funny because we have this in the system. So go ahead and bring it up to 2. I'm doing a full spray right now. shut it off. So now we went through that can, and what we're going to let it do is let it set and let all that carbon absorb all that. And then after it sits for about 10 minutes, we're going to take it out for a little drive, and you're supposed to use a little heavy on the acceleration to kind of break some things up. So after we let the engine heat soak, we're going to go for a little drive. Make sure you have an aggressive throttle to kind of break everything loose. It will smoke a bit, and so don't let that alarm you. So we're out here on a country road, and he's gonna get into it. This is going to wrap up this episode. It's a short little episode, basic how-to. We're gonna have more content on this vehicle. We don't know exactly what yet. We're talking about maybe a little bit of an exhaust, nothing crazy. Maybe a cold air intake or something. You know, a few small things here and there. Possibly we're going to wrap some pieces of the trim on the inside. We'll do a vinyl wrap on that, possibly in the future. But let us know if you guys have any ideas for this car in the comments. So thanks for watching, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.